I believed that my marriage was based on the love, respect, and trust we had for each other over the course of 15 years. Nicole and I went to college together, and she was everything I ever wanted in a life partner. Funny, smart, kind, and dedicated to her career as a school teacher. I was young when I got married, settled down, had 2 beautiful children, and furnished a house in the suburbs that belonged to us. To those around us, we were the perfect couple. Vacation photos, parent-teacher conferences, Sunday barbecues. But behind the scenes, something sinister was creeping into our lives, and I was too blind and naive to see what was happening right in front of me. It all started innocently enough. Nicole downloaded TikTok during the pandemic. Like all of us, she used it for entertainment at first. Recipes, home decor tips, funny dance challenges with kids. Then gradually, her For You page changed. I noticed a trend in the videos and quotes she posted. A woman should never settle for emotional crumbs, or healing is letting go of what doesn't lift your energy. All of these were from women who called themselves life coaches, therapists, and spiritual mentors. They had no degrees, armed only with ring lights, firm voices, and authoritative delivery. Nicole started talking differently. "I'm growing," she would say to me, or, "I need to find the woman I lost in this marriage." I asked her what she meant. Everything. Was everything okay? Wasn't I supporting her enough? I even suggested family therapy, but she dismissed it, saying that I just didn't understand emotional growth. I believed it was just a phase. Soon, I thought, she would come back down to earth. I didn't realize that the internet would replace our personal relationship with fantasies, creating a deadly lie in which I was the villain in a story I knew nothing about. We no longer ate dinner together after she waited weeks for me to come home. She never let go of her phone. Our intimacy disappeared. Late one night, I found her laughing as she wrote a text message. When I asked who she was texting, she said it was a healing community she had joined a few weeks earlier after attending a seminar. She started going to yoga more often, and then to weekend retreats from Friday to Sunday. "It's for women only," she told me. I stayed home, took care of the kids, cooked meals, and waited for the woman I loved to come home. On Thursday afternoon, Nicole left for another retreat. She hugged the kids and said she would be back on Sunday evening. I planned to surprise her by cleaning the house and doing all the laundry that was usually her responsibility. While cleaning her room, I found her iPad in the closet and put it on the nightstand. There was a message from someone named Jay. "I can't stop thinking about last night. Your body is magical." My heart raced. I opened the messages. My hands were shaking as I scrolled through months of chats, photos, voice messages, leaked text messages. Jay was a yoga instructor she had met at one of her inner healing retreats. The same retreats she swore were all about inner healing and peace. One of my messages read, "Thank you for making me feel seen." My husband never understood me like that. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at the screen. My chest felt tight, as if it were about to explode. All the memories, all the moments they had shared were too much for me to bear. I couldn't even cry. I was a ghost wandering around my own home. I closed the iPad, hid it in a drawer, and said nothing when she came home from work. For the next few days, I sat quietly, waiting for proof. Screenshots of messages, images of hotel receipts paid for with our joint credit card, audio recordings of her whispering "sweetheart" in Jay's ear when she thought I was asleep. I went to a lawyer and, to my surprise, discovered that Nicole had not received any financial support. I had built everything in our marriage, the house, the bank accounts, even the cars. She had entrusted me with the finances of our life, saying that math didn't matter to her as long as she could focus on conscious living. I waited. 3 weeks passed, and I sat her down. My parents' children were there with them. I put a manila folder on the table. "What's that?" she asked. "My lawyer's contact information and a copy of the divorce papers." She looked at them, stunned, and then burst out laughing. "You're not serious." "I'm done," I told her in a businesslike tone. "I know about Jay. I know everything. I read the messages, saw the photos, watched the videos. I would have cried, but I remembered I didn't have to. You destroyed my marriage better than I could ever have hoped." Her tone went from condescending to stunned. She tried to justify herself by saying that I was cold and indifferent. She made statements like, "I was searching for myself," and "you made me feel invisible." She blamed the internet. She said she had been getting advice from a TikTok therapist who encouraged women to reclaim their sexuality and play with desire outside of marriage. She also claimed that cheating was a phase of personal renewal. That's when I realized how low she had sunk. Her head was filled with self-help preachers who fed her illusions cloaked in metaphysical ambiguity. She believed that cheating could be rebranded as empowerment. But I didn't need excuses. All I cared about was keeping my kids and my sanity. Over the next few weeks, her house of cards came crashing down. I withdrew my share from our joint accounts. I canceled all our joint credit cards. I filed for sole custody. Given all the evidence I had gathered, my lawyer said the case would be a walk in the park. Nicole tried to play the victim in court, but her text messages and social media activity told a very different story. The judge granted me sole custody and allowed supervised visitation only under special circumstances. She was devastated. Not because she lost me, but because she lost the security and stability she took for granted. Jay? He disappeared from her life after our divorce was announced. It seems he wasn't looking for an eternal soulmate, just a fleeting romance. Her goddess circle of friends also stopped answering her calls. She traded her career, her family, and her future for the recognition of perfect strangers on the internet. She traded 15 years of loyalty for internet fame and ended up completely isolated. I recovered gradually. My children and I moved to a new city. I started going to therapy, not online, but real therapy with real people. I met people who valued loyalty, devotion, and modesty. I started dating again, slowly. My heart was broken, but not shattered. Nicole continues to try to contact me. She sends me long, apologetic letters telling me that she has started a new path, is working on herself, and is seeking divine harmony. I don't respond, not out of spite, but because I've realized that some doors need to be left closed forever. She continues to post cryptic aphorisms on Twitter, such as, "Sometimes you have to lose everything to find yourself." I wonder if she really believes that. I wonder if the women who advised her told her followers what comes after the crash. When the lights go out, the likes disappear, and you sit in the dark, longing for the life you lost. She craved freedom. She was given loneliness. She craved passion. She was given betrayal. She craved change. But instead, she took her own life, and I set her free, not broken, but finally free. The end.